Time's up. Admiral.
Here it comes.
Fade in.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself. But go f yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
What's the matter? Take yourself a great big bite of meat. Taste the pleasure of the highest quality pork around.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
But we don't want Revan touched. No.
Agreed.
You don't want anything good touched.
No.
Agreed.
Yeah. Because Disney Star Wars is a bad touch.
It is a bad touch.
Touches you in the bad place.
It's a bad touch.
Show me on the doll where Disney Star Wars touched you.
I need a bigger doll.
Oh, God.
There's no doll left.
Two things. No, one thing is guaranteed to happen, Adam. I'm going to get naked. Either way, either from celebration or depression, I'm getting naked in some way, shape, or form. It's happening. Period. Not up for debate. It's happening.
You got to watch it. You got to hit the like button.
We've got to get it up for him, guys. Come on. Everyone who's watching this
say
video
it
needs
like
to
that.
go over
Don't
there,
say it like that.
And share the video. We got to keep going.
Don't they have to get it up for me? Don't say it like that. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, is that sauce good? Oh, that sauce is good.
This is why I do crystal meth.
Ooh, so exciting.
It has shown us one thing. The fake fans, the stands, they show up. They showed up for all of these. But they're not an audience.
Nope.
They're a bunch of weirdos hanging out in a parking lot watching each other do weird shit.
Oh, God.
I don't know where I come up with these. They just happen.
Are you out there watching them watch them?
I can hear them from where I am. That's the
a lot of squelching.
Yeah. Listen, at least I don't have to clean it up. That's good.
Who writes someone that's a genius and that everybody is over there sucking her toes, and then you got to come over here and then say something ridiculous like, hey, victimize me, daddy.
I dangled for too long there. That wasn't fun.
Like, I wanted to dive into her deep pool and swim around in her labia.
I'm still jerking off in front of my console. When I was swarmed by bugs, Dom H, the hero that he is, waded into that maelstrom of claws and jaws and gook and pulled my dead ass out and got me to safety on the ship. Dom H is a patriot and a hero.
Yeah, that was really gay.
Hey, man, you don't know what it's like being in the shit with the bugs everywhere, man. It's terror. It's a nightmare. It's horrible.
Bugs make you gay? Kind of explaining why Bill Gates is pushing so hard for us to eat bugs.
This is Harlem, baby, and we doing nothing but blackity.
I'm like, listen, sir, can we just have a superhero show?
The cops are on my back, Luke. You gotta get these blue folks up off me, dog.
I'm like, bruh, how much more of this I gotta watch?
I'm retarded.
Listen, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. The only reason the world hasn't probably imploded is because of porn. Because you take away the porn, World War IV happens. We're going to skip over World War III. We're going right to World War IV. All right? We need release. We need relaxation. We need things. Whatever scratches your itch, whatever gets you going, whatever gets a rise out of you. As long as you keep it to yourself and you're not hurting anybody else, especially kids, more power to. I don't care if you're a goddamn furry. I just want to see it. But people need their release to stay calm, to stay relaxed. All right? You take that away, enjoy an actual revolution where people of all sides don't agree on anything, will come together and say, no, I'm not living under this world where I can't touch myself. All right? No, this is the reality we live in. It's just there. And as long as nobody's getting hurt, everybody's having a good time. Just because you are either a frigid or an erectile dysfunctional is not a problem that I care about. All right?
Game over, man. It's game over.
There is nobody of merit there. It's for their new fan base. That's who D23 is for. Everybody who went there knowing they sniff crotch and suck shit.
There was high top fade, Dre. There's been so many over the years. Cornrows, all of them.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth.
And these tool bags wouldn't know quality if it walked up and motorboated them. Because, you're going to motorboat quality.
Wait, what?
Quality boobs. You want to motorboat quality boobs.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome back to the round table where we give you our unique takes on the week in our own special way. And we're going to start this, but we're going to start something down there, okay? First, hi, Jed. How are you? Trader.
Oh, I'm doing great. It's a holiday, so I think all the banks are closed. Everyone's celebrating. Everyone's
Sunday.
Out.
It's Sunday. Of course the banks are closed.
Not all banks. My bank's open usually on Sundays. It's not the 90s anymore, bro.
Listen, I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody today. You are a traitor. The only person I trust is Dragon Lady right now. She has no idea what's going on.
We just said Happy Star Wars Day, Adam. We just said we're wishing you a happy day.
All right, fine. Dragon Lady, how are you? I can trust you, I think.
I'm doing all right. Aside from having to watch Dragon Ball Evolution yesterday, and I could not get through it at all. I had to stop halfway through, and I absolutely.
Why would you do that?
I was just curious, just to see how bad it actually was. That was all. And
they said curiosity killed the cat. Okay, understand that. I'm sorry you watched that movie. It's not the worst movie of all time anymore. Snow White is now. So. It's Snow White took that trophy.
No, that was fine. I was like, it can't be that bad, and it is bad.
No, it's bad. All right, so hail and howdy, everybody. We are Roundtable episode 171. That means in 29 weeks, episode 200. Episode 200.
Did you just do that math on the fly? Oh wait, you are Jewish, so never mind.
Man, you're just you're getting every shot in you can right now, aren't you?
I've been paid handsomely by Dermy. I have to announce my sponsors.
Anyway, Dre isn't here. Dre had real life stuff to deal with, so we will wait for him to come back next week. All I can say is that Dre would probably have my back today. Dre would not have betrayed me, because as we say hello, everybody in the chat, there are traitors in this chat. Friends who have stabbed me in the back with smiles. And I have learned they've been planning this for 2 weeks. Hail and howdy, Legatus. Legatus, one of my mods, who will happily laugh as all my friends stab me in the back. Static, traitor, A2 Brutai, A2. Hail, good sir, Algrim the Strong. Algrim the Strong will protect me. He is my shield. He'll protect me. And the instigator. The instigator behind all of this. The dirty little Disney Jawa. I'm calling her now. All right. Hail to you, Ruben X. One of the other mods. Ruben X will have my back too. See, there are people out there. Huzzah, son of Joxer. How are you, my friend? Hail, Frank Blasquez. Hail, Domby. Even Dom. A man who has saved my life from bugs, stabbed me in the back. All of you. I trust none of you. None of you. Hail Cat. Oh, you too. You too. You too. Hello, Hail Hussein. Static says for a 6 months membership, happy Star Wars Day to the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. It's here we go. Okay, all right. So today is May the 4th. It is what we call fake Star Wars Day. Real Star Wars Day, May 25th. And I was gonna just do a little thing, say, F this day and move along. Because how many times I've ranted, but I wake up this morning after a fitful night's sleep. Maybe there was something in the air that told me that everybody I know, all my friends, would betray me and throw me into the Sarlacc. Every one of you. Because I woke up to not as much notification. I found it in my DMs. Then I realized, oh, wow, it's everywhere. A coordinated effort to basically Caesar me. It's not May. We're back in the Ides of March. I have been stabbed and murdered by my friends. And it started with this.
In honor of Star Wars Day, I would like to give a shout out to the biggest Disney Star Wars fan I know and say, may the 4th be with you, Adam the Renaissance Man. Have a good day.
May the 4th be with you. You've got me all wrong, friend. I'm here for you as a good friend should be. Judas! If Judas had boobs.
Dude, you pronounced that so wrong the first time. You said Jewess.
I didn't say Jewess. I said Judas. You heard it because you're in on this too. Oh, wait. It didn't shift. I hate it. Okay, I hate it when it does that. Just ruin my
You got to share it the correct way.
Yeah, it's its own thing. I hate that. Screw you, StreamYards, for ruining my bit. So let me reshare it. So then there's this one. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, start it over for Miss Trader.
So I'm just over here making some food, minding my own business. And I remember today is my buddy's most favorite day of the year.
Yeah.
So to the absolute biggest Disney Star Wars fan I know, may the 4th be with you, Adam the Renaissance Nerd.
Okay, so that's 2 traders. That's 2. All right, but you know what? It doesn't stop there. A man who I have been to war with has betrayed me as well.
On this glorious Sunday, I just want to let my good buddy Adam the Renaissance Nerd, the biggest Disney Star Wars fan I've ever known, a very happy May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. Dom, I don't know you anymore. I don't know you anymore. I can't. I cannot trust you when we are fighting the bugs anymore. I can't trust you. You're gonna shoot me in the back, just like you did here. And then it gets worse. This man right here, who I thought had my back in things.
Hey, it's May.
His name's Devil.
I am slapped in the face with the realization that I will never find anything in my life that gives me as much joy and happiness as this day does for our buddy Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Hopefully one day I'll come close. But till then, have a great day, buddy. Enjoy your favorite day of the year. See ya.
Yeah, thanks, Devil. I hope you and Dom are happy when you finally get married. I hope you're happy, okay? Yeah, don't worry, Static. I know your brother also had something to say about this as well, okay? It didn't end here. It doesn't end. It gets worse.
So, I used to think Static was gay, really gay. And then I met Adam the Renaissance Nerd, who just loves Disney Star Wars. And it's fucking disgusting. And may the force be with you, Adam.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Steve. Fuck you. You know, I thought at least in some of our shared disgust of things, you would know that I needed to be protected, but no. Steve betrays you, but you know what? It doesn't end there. We're not done. Now I'm not.
Oh, it's only just begun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to show yours. You're here, so I point and laugh at you. I don't have to show that, but listen, there are certain people who I align with where we have a shared hatred of individuals, and I thought just because we both despise Dermy so much, and even Bug would have my back, but no, even Bug betrays me.
So, I just Adam's favorite day of the year, May the 4th, and this is his favorite Disney Star Wars character. So, give Adam the Renaissance Nerd your favorite Disney Star Wars moment. He could really use them. Hey, Adam, May the 4th be with you, motherfucker!
Yeah. Algram says for 27 months. Here's to being Adam's newly conjured Disney Star Wars Force Shield instigators, inquisitors. Thank you. See, I knew I could trust Algram. He protects me. Thank you, Algram. But it's.
I feel like I missed something.
And then even good old Cash Kester says calls me a fag. But then I saved the worst for last. The worst for last, because I knew this one. I knew it was going to happen. But the shock of it will rattle all of you. And I want to let everybody know that this is who you're aligned with when you all plotted against me today. Oh, God.
Hello, everybody. I'm here just relaxing, having a good old time. It just dawned on me that today's May the 4th, and I really have to do something super freaking important. Wish Adam the Renaissance Nerd a happy May the 4th be with you. He's such a major Disney Star Wars fan, so much so that he loves the fact that Rey is now the greatest Jedi in all of existence, and he's such a huge Palpatine defender. I love you, buddy, and welcome to what it is, the greatest day of all, May the 4th.
Fuck you, Dermy. When you align against me, you are aligning with this. Okay? Everybody betrayed me. Now, that's all the ones I found. Jed's here. You don't need to show his. I have to live with his traitorous ass for the next 2 hours.
I'm very honored that they're saying it's one of the best ones, though. I put a whole lot of work into it. It took me about 30 seconds to plan it. It was very arduous. I had to find the t-shirt you left at my house, like the gay man you are.
What? I was at your house for like 15 minutes.
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I didn't.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you left a t-shirt. No, you didn't watch the whole thing if you missed the t-shirt. That's the whole joke.
All right. I guess I stopped it early because I was angry. Hang on. All right.
No Jed, no peace.
we now we will have the final, my final Judas right here. Brutai. Let me go get back here. Hang on a second. It's all here. All in my DMs because you're all terrible people. You're all terrible people. Hang on. Let me go to my. You have to understand. My heart is broken right now. All right. Now I know how Padme felt. You know, I've criticized Padme for being weak and dying of a broken heart, but no. Everybody I know has betrayed me today. They have decided to spew lies and slander, especially the man sitting right next to me.
Hey, Adam, I know today is a very special day for you, so I just wanted to give you a call and say thank you so much for getting up slept with me on my special day, on my wedding just a month ago. And that reminded me that you actually left one of your t-shirts here during the wedding, and I thought you might be missing it today of all days. It's clearly one of your favorites, pretty well worn.
Oh,
and so I can send it back to you as soon as you want it. But regardless of all that, I just wanted to give you a message from you to your wife.
Oh, you even co-opted your wife into this, Rachel. I thought I could trust you. Oh, see, I stopped at the first one, like, okay, Jet's getting in on now too, but
yeah, he did leave this shirt at my house after my wedding. It's
That
a
is a
fucking
lie.
BB-8 one, and
is a
it
lie.
is well worn. And when I say that, I mean it. Look, he wore through the fucking armpit.
That is a lie.
There are holes in his armpits.
This is the fabrication. I don't own that. It's not me.
BB-8, there's holes in BB-8 too. Like, he must wear this all the time.
No,
BB-8 is his favorite Star Wars character, confirmed.
You are, you sir. My vengeance will be swift and brutal one day. You'll never.
I'm gonna
see
mail this shirt to you.
All right. So everybody's betrayed me. Okay. Here we are. Where do we go from here? Very simple answer. We grift. We grift. So here's the deal today, guys. If we get $50 in super chats, I will wish everybody a happy. You see it right there. I'll go full screen. We make a whole clip of it. If we get $100 or more in super chats, I will make an additional one praising this day and Disney Star Wars as well. Okay, so that's the game today, guys. If you want to see me, that you have to understand how much that will hurt me. And I will make the clip. It will go in the clip reel. I will send it to everybody. It'll be used. You have to realize I am making content then for everybody to use against me forever.
Well, and I just want to add, if it gets to 500, which is really far up there, I know, but I will make him go to Galaxy's Edge in a Disney Star Wars t-shirt and record a video there if we get him to 500.
Game on. Game on.
I want a video of him meeting Rey, and he's got to be positive the entire time. He's got to say, like, Rey, you're my favorite Star Wars character. I'm so glad you brought women representation to the protagonists of Star Wars.
You are evil.
He's got to go the whole way. He can look dead inside in his eyes, but he can only say positive things. Has to wear Disney merch. He's got to carry around a Baby Yoda toy with him all the time.
Now, when you guys do this, right away, you're $10 from Gal for the 4th. That you guys can send in the super chats, or you can send it in the Stream Elements link at the top of the chat. Either one is acceptable. So go for it. Go for it. This is gonna hurt me. So thank you, Gal. Static for $10. I can't say it because then that will ruin the clip, but you can read it right there. It begins. Let's keep a running tab. Somebody do the math for me. I'm going to lose track at one point. We're at $20. Okay. In all seriousness, no. Dom H gives 10 gifted subs, which equals, I think, 50. So, that's it. Oh, damn. Damn. Algro for $9.99. Okay, we did it. Okay, so we've crossed the threshold already. We are at 100 and I believe $70. So we're gonna get this done. We are going to.
We're almost halfway to Galaxy's Edge, people. And yes, there's a blue milk drink there. The chat's talking about. He will drink the blue milk. I will make sure he has that blue milk mustache.
No. To poison myself, we got to go over 500. Poison myself. It's got to be more than 500 to poison myself. Shield failure. Algrim, you did your best, my friend. You did your best. There's nothing you can do. All right, we're going to get this out of the way. So I'm going to go full screen. This is being recorded on StreamYard, so I will have a clean clip of it. So nobody needs to record this. This will be clean. And, of course, you guys know I live up to my words for that. Okay. Do a little Mr. Miyagi. No, I'm doing the Karate Kid focus in and out right here. This is like me breaking blocks of ice. Okay. All right, so this is the first one. This. All right. Hi, everybody. I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, and I love Star Wars so much that I am here to wish everybody may the 4th be with you, because it holds all the true spirit and love and appreciation for George Lucas Star Wars. So once again, may the 4th be with everybody, and I hope you have a glorious Star Wars day. How was that?
I almost believed it.
Was that chilly enough?
It's very chilly. We'll have to see what the chat thinks. They paid for it, so if they need you to redo it a few times.
That's chilly enough. Yeah. Well, listen, the chat, they're getting their money's worth right now. Okay. All right. Let me take a breath, and we'll do the bit. Now I'll do the praising of Disney Star Wars while wishing a May the 4th. All right, here we go. This is hurting me inside. I mean, right now, all my books, they literally want to probably jump off the shelf right now. They want to run away. They want to disown me. You know, they want to disown me right now. Okay. Okay. Disney Star Wars. Howdy, all. I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, and it is May the 4th. So let me wish each and every one of you, may the 4th be with you, because you know what? Disney Star Wars has proven that it will carry on the mantle, the glory, the legacy of George Lucas Star Wars. They have brought Ahsoka into the limelight. Rey will make a new Jedi Order where she will train Grogu to be the greatest of all Jedi once he's done with his time with Mando, once they've had their adventures. And we know and feel this because on May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day, it represents everything that is great about Disney Star Wars, which is just everything Dave Filoni does. Tony Gilroy has made Andor some of the best Star Wars television ever, okay? And I can say that because I am a real Star Wars fan. I love everything. I watch everything. I write great reviews. I hit that like button all the time. I make sure that everybody who stands up for the glory of Kathleen Kennedy, who protects her, who shields her from the internet trolls, who take their time every day to try and shit on all the great work she's done with Dave Filoni and our friend Jon Favreau, okay? We have to remember everything they have done. Everything they have worked hard to make better than what George did. Do you understand? They have made it better than George Lucas. The Rise of Skywalker took Star Wars to heights we have never seen before. And now we're getting the Mandoverse. They are so good, they have the ability to remake Heir to the Empire. That's how good this will be. So you guys have to understand, on this actual real Star Wars Day, May the 4th, we must realize, we must have our moment that Disney Star Wars keeps on winning, and it'll keep winning into the future. I cannot wait 10 years from now to celebrate the sequel trilogy like we've celebrated Revenge of the Sith this past week. So thank you, one and all. May the 4th be with you. I hate all of you.
That was extraordinary. Like, we expected you to go in, but you didn't have to go that far, man. Like, Access Media is jealous of your commitment there.
Yeah. Gal, for another $50 for being a good sport, unlike Dermy during my grammar Yahtzee boot camp week.
That gets you over 200.
Oh, boy. All right, let me check Stream Elements, make sure nothing's popped up there. Come on. What are you doing? My screen just blipped out. Hold on. Kel on Stream Elements for $100. Let the hate flow through you. So, what are we at?
I'm doing the math because I'm stupid. You said it's $50 for the 10 gifted?
Yeah, I believe that's 50 at the base level. Yeah.
And another 100 from Stream Elements?
Yeah.
$320.
Okay.
We're almost to Galaxy's Edge day trip where he has to love everything.
that will happen in the future. That's not going to be an immediate thing.
Yeah,
I can't. Get
we might need to plan it for a May the 4th next year.
Or oh no! All right, that's it. That's it. Next year, it'll be on May the 4th. That's when we do it. I think that, and we'll make a whole video of it. We'll save these clips. We'll make a whole thing of it. Oh, you guys really do hate me.
Or should we go on real Star Wars Day? Go on May 25th, the Galaxy's Edge?
I think that cuts that's the opposite of the whole pain. Making me go there alone is bad, but making me go and having to celebrate it on the fake day. Or actually, no, making me celebrate on the real day is actually
that's what I mean. That would be pretty torturous.
Okay,
and it won't be as busy. May the 4th would be as busy as Galaxy Edge is capable of getting.
Yeah, all right. So we will do it next year on May 25th. Hey, Wednesday's a good day to go. Nobody there. So next year, all right. So we'll plan this trip for next year. We'll try and make a meetup out of it or something. You know, we'll try and plan a meetup or something. And
get Dermy out, make everyone come record you dying inside.
We will
buying you merch that you have to wear. Any merch any merch that is purchased for him, he will have to wear.
No, that's $600. That making me wear merch is $600. That's $600 making me wear merch.
I'm gonna make him wear this BB-8 shirt.
Also, have to, you guys got to say it. Jay can attest this. I am a big guy. I have broad shoulders. I'm large. You have to make sure it fits me.
Oh, it's your BB-8 shirt, so it's gonna fit you.
It's not. Anyway, so we're gonna keep this going. Hang on. Let me adjust the banner. So
just $180 left to pay for his trip to Galaxy's Edge.
Okay, so I need to change the banner since we passed this. $500 for a trip to Galaxy's. Spell that right. Galaxy's Edge on 5/25/26. $600 to wear Disney Star Wars merch on the trip.
Oh, I'm gonna make him get in the Millennium Falcon and go. Pew, pew. Oh, it's gonna be bad. The videos I'm gonna make him record, they're gonna be bad.
Okay, all right. Now, this was half an hour. We have to get to the actual show now. We have to get to our actual show today. You continue to torture me. That's part of the game today. Torture me. But we do have an actual show for you guys. This went on way longer than I thought. Thank you, everybody, for this. Let's get to it, shall we? So we have a real show for you guys. One, we're going to talk box office like we always do because we have actual news. We're going to talk Thunderbolts. None of us have seen it. Jed might see it today or tomorrow, but we can't talk about it because we know what happened. Spoilers. But we're going to talk about it in relation to MCU going forward and how it's not moving the needle and it's having the reverse effect and how, guess what? They're praising it. It's not doing as well. Okay. Second, we are going to talk, can we trust James Gunn to make good Superman? We got some leaks this week, which are true, not true. It depends how you look at it, but there we go.
$2.
He gives $2. Happy Star Wars Day, buddy. Yeah, I'll buddy you.
He might have just gotten in. He might not know that we're trying to fund a trip to Galaxy's Edge.
He can't read, so barely read. Anyway, and then we're gonna do if we have time because we'll talk a little gaming stuff. That might be an abbreviated subject because Dre isn't here and he kind of adds the extra flavor for gaming discussions with the industry stuff. Do that, but also I do want to make an announcement, a real announcement, not the fun stuff. Everybody here watching, starting tomorrow, May 6th, 2020, May 5th, 2025. I want to get so far away from the day I moved ahead 2 days. I'm starting a new show. Due to some things going on, circumstances, tomorrow begins a new era for the channel. 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 days a week, I'm beginning a new daily show. It'll be called The Daily Dive or The Double Ds. So join me every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for about an hour or so as it's not going to be a general news show. We're going to do a little bit of news. I have kind of an idea for that, but it's going to be a show where the segments are designed for you guys to interact with me and basically make me suffer. I mean, Jed has helped me craft this right now. One of his ideas, just an example, kind of like what we're doing now today. You guys can basically pay to make me suffer watching shit I hate. Example, you could make me watch VTuber stuff and make me react to VTuber stuff. And and now, of course, within the reason, the only rule is it has to be on YouTube. So it has to be on YouTube, which means it has passed all YouTube safety checks, and I'm not going to get the channel taken down. I might get challenges and claims, but we're gonna fair use everything. So maybe with that, and we're gonna maybe work out a punishment system if something is too bad, or if I don't finish it. I think, Jed, the best way to do it is like if I don't finish it, that counts as a punishment. Like if I'm so bad, I stop.
If you have to give
through.
up.
Yeah. So there'll be a punishment system similar to Dermy's Wheel of Punishment on Ballbusters, except it's stuff that I can do very easily and is not totally debasing myself. Other segments, and this is a good announcement. Starting at once a month, it will be a Star Wars EU book club, which means we're finally going to get to Champions of the Force. So every month on the new Daily Show, we'll have a segment where it's basically going to be the EU book club, where either I'll talk myself or we'll bring on guests and talk about it. And this month will be twice. So we're going to do this one this week, and then I'll let you guys know what the next book is for that. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be designed for a real interactive experience where we're all having a lot of fun and doing like that. So we're going to do that every day, 1 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys are there to show up and have fun with me there. And Dom H for $78 just to bring it to $400.
That's where we're at.
$400 total today. Okay.
After 37 minutes.
We still got this show isn't exactly on a timer, but we try to keep it blocked around 2 hours or so. But we still got a lot of show left, guys. So and if any more horrible punishments can be thought up to over 600, then we'll keep going, I guess. All right. So let's get started. Let's get to the show. Thank you, everybody. Let's have some fun. All right. So box office. We have our Sunday privilege. Our Sunday privilege of box office. Very first thing we do need to look in on is we were right, Jed, Dragon Lady. We were right. Minecraft has run out of gas. Completely run out of gas. It made nothing this week. The meme is over. Look at this. It's done. It's done.
Memes are so short-lived. They explode to life, take over the entire world for a week or two, and then just disappear. I think Hawk to a Girl is one of the best examples of that. Before anyone even saw the video, like I hadn't seen the video. I saw thousands of memes of her edited into different things before I saw the actual video. And then a few weeks later, she was gone. And a few months after that, Hollywood and everyone's like, hey, you guys liked her once for a few minutes. Do you want to see her in everything?
Yeah.
So Hollywood's going to learn the wrong lessons from this film.
They greenlit a second movie. Jed, you saw this movie. This movie is nothing. It's garbage.
It's not even horrible.
It's not.
I would rather rewatch Clueless. I would absolutely watch
Clueless. Clueless is dumb fun. This isn't even dumb fun. It's not even dumb fun. So it has petered out. It didn't hit $1 billion. In the end, my original projection of around 750, 850 is correct. It was correct. So petered out within the window of what I said. So there you go. Minecraft made money. Cannot deny that. It's got a sequel. But as you just said, they're going to learn the wrong lessons. But now let's move on to the actual box office focus of this weekend. Now, this is a little inaccurate because they haven't updated the international, but I did get the international. Let me refresh it again. They did update it. Okay, they did update it. There we go. Okay, they got it. All right, so Thunderbolts. Asterisk. Jed, you know what the asterisk means?
I do, unfortunately, and it's dumb as fuck.
It's dumb. All right. Spoilers. They're not the Thunderbolts. They're the new Avengers. Yeah. So,
I love the people on Twitter who are freaking out about this. The stands of Disney Disney Marvel that are freaking out about this.
They're
because
the same. They're the same.
they're the same people, yeah. But they're like, we're getting a new Avengers team finally, and they let John Walker be their Captain America. Sam Wilson's right there, and they're like losing it in the scene as disrespectful to Sam Wilson's Captain America. Well, John Walker is more like Captain America and Falcon and the Winter Soldier than Sam Wilson has ever been. So,
oh dear,
$1 away. Oh, 1 cent away. I think we should just count it.
It counts.
It counts. So that's $500.
And the show's not over yet. The show's not over yet. It'll cross. Algorithm the Strong for another $99.99, $100. Shield's approaching capacity. Technically still operational. He's doing his best. He's repairing. He's got astromech droids all over the place trying to save my personal Millennium Falcon, and we're taking so much damage. Thank you, my good friend. We're essentially there.
Are you so excited to go to Galaxy's Edge? Unfortunately, we can't go to the Star Cruiser Hotel because that closed.
Gone.
But that would have been the funnier thing to go to. We need to make a lot more money for that.
A lot more. Okay, so it's official. It's official. Next year, May 25th, the week of May 25th, Jed and I, and probably others, we're going to Galaxy's Edge at Disney World, where I will have to be the shilliest of shills that day. Oh, you know what oh my God, you know what I just realized? Mando Grogu comes out around then.
We're going to go watch that with you. We're all going to go to the theater together, record your reaction.
$700 to make me go watch Mandalorian and Grogu in the theater that week.
At Disney. We're going to a Disney theater to watch Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay.
Record your reaction.
I have to update the banner. We're updating the banner right now. Hang on. We have to update. Hang on. I got to update it.
Please, this would be the greatest experience of my life.
No. Dollars to go see Mando and Grogu at a Disney theater that week. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, and then all right. I'm adding something. $800 for me to do a positive review of the movie. How about that? We're adding that. Hang on, I'm putting that in there too. Hold on a second. $800.
It is that weekend. It comes out that weekend, so it's perfect.
And I've reached my and Adam does a positive review of the movie. There. Okay. All right. A positive review. Oh, and you are a bastard.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. A positive review, and it's a positive review that I would keep up. I would
You'd have to leave it on the channel.
But I'm allowed. But am I allowed to then do a negative review too? Am I allowed to?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, back to Thunderbolts, which is its own disaster. We'll do something. We'll do something. We'll make it. Listen, I'll be on the road, so it'll be an interesting review process. We'll work something out.
It'd just be a Ryan Kennel outside the theater reaction on your phone in your car in the dark.
In the dark with you guys. No, in the dark with you guys, like in the back seat, like looking at me.
Just
with a couple of you in the back seat, just like looking at me. Oh no, we get Beardo in the back seat, just going, "What? What?" That'd be good. All right. Thunderbolts is its own mess. Back to Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is its own mess because it had an opening weekend of $76 million, only international of 86. Remember, Jed, the international on Black Falcon Captain America when it started was just as bad, and it's also Black Falcon Captain America opening weekend was essentially 88 million. So it's tracking slower than Sam Wilson.
Its budget is less, though. Quite a bit less.
Do we believe it's 180?
Oh, we don't believe that, but it's still its starting point is lower. So yeah,
remember, it's the same exact break even then as the fake Black Falcon Captain America.
Oh, this report's Falcon's number is 180. I forgot that they reported that number.
So their break even is 450. We'll say it's 450. It doesn't get there. If Black Falcon Captain America didn't get there with a higher out of the gate, this thing's not going to have people coming into the theater to watch it.
Well, these are C-list characters that nobody cares about.
Yeah. And we're
especially with one of them gets, spoiler alert.
Yeah, she gets aced right away. And we're breaking pattern here because of the Shield, the game today. Jay Frazier for $100. Hail Roundtable, happy fake Star Wars Day. Jay Frazier has my back. Did I miss something? Adam, what is all this commotion about you going to Disney's Galaxy Guest with your trusty friend Jed, dressed like a Disney Star Wars stan? You wouldn't do such a thing and stoop so low now, would you?
For money, he would.
And he says that as he adds to the total to get me to do that. So what are we at today?
620.
Oh no. It's
so you're wearing merch.
Actually, it's a little more of that because that is in British pounds.
That's right.
That's actually add $33 to that. To that 100 because that's in British pounds. Thank you, Jay Frazier.
653. Check your stream elements again.
I did. That's how I confirmed it. Yeah. So that's 133. So yeah. So that's Jay Frazier for 133. Thanks to his British pound being stronger than the dollar.
We're only $47 away from him watching Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh no! In the theater
at Disney.
In the theater at Disney, which means the shills will be all around us. I will smell them. We're gonna smell them. That's how bad it's gonna be. You know the clip about where I talk about they're all making the squelching sounds in the parking lot. We're gonna be among them. That's how bad that's gonna be. Do you like Grogu?
Oh, you're gonna have a Grogu on your lap watching it.
Oh no! Okay, no, that's
no. That counts as in the merch.
Okay, you're right. That's merch. That's merch.
Part of the merch. So yeah, if someone gives you a Grogu toy, you gotta hold it. They give you a little Disney, BB-8 ears, like they're talking about the mouse ears. Gotta wear those. Any weird thing that somebody buys you while you're there, you have to put on, and you have to wear this BB-8 shirt when you get there.
Dom H for another 5 gifted memberships. Add that 25. Thank you, Dom. Just piling it on at this point.
$678.
Oh no, $22, and I have to go watch Mando Grogu in the theater, wearing my Disney merch with Baby Yoda Grogu in my lap.
Hey, Gal's a woman. She probably already has a
no, she
Grogu.
Doesn't. She's like the outlier woman that despises it. Dragon Lady might have one. What? Oh, come on.
If they have them there, I will buy them for him and make him wear them.
God, the pictures that are going to come out of this is going to be terrible.
We're going to record everything. We're going to take pictures of everything. We're going to live stream part of it, like when you go on a ride or something.
Oh, Lord.
It's going to be the greatest experience ever.
It's going to be like, this is going to be me. It's going to be the memes.
You can look that way, but you have to say positive things. Like you have to walk up to Ray and be like, "I love you, Kathleen Kennedy's my queen." Shit like that.
That's the thing. I'm gonna look miserable. It's gonna be like those memes of like the miserable person just sitting there wearing all the stuff. I'm gonna be a meme factory that week. It's gonna be great. See, look at that. She does it. They burn it with fire. Am I allowed to set it on fire when we're done with Grogu? Can I burn it on? Can I like burn it?
Once we leave Disney, you can.
Yeah, like put it in a garbage can and set it on fire.
Yeah, I think that should be okay.
Take a video of that.
We got to go to their face painting places and put Ahsoka makeup on you, like the orange of the Ahsoka face paint.
Come on! That doesn't count as merch.
That
is not merch. That's not merch. It's
paint. That's merchandise.
That's bodily disfiguration.
It washes off with your tears.
All right, let's get through this segment. We got a lot of show left to go.
I don't know if you'll be able to clip out the Thunderbolts discussion.
I wasn't planning on it. Don't worry. So Thunderbolts is screwed. And I don't care if anybody's... We talked about this. This is why I'm glad we kind of talked about this last week, the whole Rotten Tomatoes discussion. I don't care what the Rotten Tomatoes score is. I don't care. Some people like it. Some people find it mid. It doesn't matter. The reality is this movie is screwed, and Baby Steps is screwed. I mean, they think... The shills are thinking this is a great thing. They think that this is... I mean, flies to solid $76 million opening. Jed, this is not a solid opening.
Not with this type of budget. That's the thing that these people never realize is that budget equates to how you view success. Mm-hmm. It's so confusing for them that budget has an impact, and that budget doesn't equate the total that they have to do. Like we went through this with the Indiana Jones thing. We're still going through it. If they make $180 million, they haven't broken even yet. So no, this is not great. It's better than I expected, honestly. I thought Thunderbolts would be about a 40 million opening weekend. I was lowballing this hard, but this still isn't good. I mean, yeah, like people are saying, the only character in this movie that people care about is Bucky, and he's been so diluted with Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Black Falcon, Captain America. He's in a fucking congressman in this movie. That's asinine.
And not even that. I've listened to a bunch of reviews of this already, discussions. He's a non-entity in this movie. He's just there, and he gets embarrassed, and just like I said, he gets cucked over and over and over again.
Just like John Walker, the one character people liked out of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But you don't understand it, Adam. Bucky puts his metal arm in the dishwasher because he's so cute and funny.
Bucky should have been Captain America for a while until Steve decided to come back, and that would have been fine. But no, here we are. He's just the only character that matters in this movie gets nothing. Instead of it's the Yelena movie. And it's about dealing with depression and dealing with overcoming. But according to what I've heard, and you'll probably confirm this when you are forced to go see it in the next 24 hours, this movie doesn't even really deal with anything.
I'm not surprised.
According to what everybody's saying, it's all shallow and nothingness. And now this son of a bitch. Dermy Wormy for $20. Adam, enjoy blue milk and Star Wars merch. I'm going to drink the blue milk, and I'm going to spit it on you.
Oh, he'd like that.
That's a problem. He would like that, wouldn't he?
We are $2 away from seeing Mandalorian and Grogu at a Disney theater.
And there it is. Tom's doing the math at $2 damage. So, it is official. With having made $700 today, we are going to go see Mandalorian and Grogu in a Disney theater with me covered in merch, with my face painted like Ahsoka.
Wearing BB-8 mouse ears.
Oh,
holding a Grogu in your lap.
While I watch the movie. Wow. Are we having fun yet?
Yes.
Are we having fun yet?
At this point, what can we do for 1,000? You could streak there.
No, I'm not going to jail. Not even for $1,000. I'm not going to jail. How can we up the ante more? Well, the $800, the $800. We still have an $800 mark. $800. I have to write a genuine positive review of Disney of Mandalorian Grogu, and with the caveat, I'm allowed to also then do my negative review later on. I could let it sit for a couple days, let the positive one stay out there and then come in with the negative one.
Ooh, I have a good one.
What?
All right. This you might not like this, but maybe for $1,000.
I haven't liked anything so far. What am I liking in any of this?
For $1,000, you write a Disney Star Wars fan fiction short story and do a dramatic reading of it. You write it on stream with your chat, and then you do a dramatic reading video that you publish separately. And you have to make it, you can't contradict lore. You have to make it coherent with Disney stars at the same level as Disney Star Wars.
Okay. All right. We're updating the banner.
Is that good, chat? Do you guys want to see him write Disney Star Wars fan fiction? And on that stream, the chat can tell you what era to do it in, like super chat. Hey, $20 super chat, raise the main character.
Yeah, $1,000. I write chat influenced Disney respectful Disney Star. I have to put in respectful because I can't. Respectful Disney Star Wars fan fiction. Well, we would put it together on stream, and then I have to write it off stream. I can't. Write
then
it
you
on stream.
put it together on stream, write it off stream. You could write some of it maybe at the end, but then do a dramatic reading video, and you have to edit in footage with it to make it as dramatic as possible. Like if it's about Rey, have Rey footage. Like you got to go the whole 9 yards. Put little fake Star Wars music behind it.
Dramatic reading with.
Ooh, that's a good one, Legatus.
Clips.
Include the lesbian space witches.
That's included with proper clips. You know that I stated right now. So there it is. So at $800, I have to do the positive review. If we get to $1,000, I have to write a chat influenced, respectful Disney Star Wars fan fiction and do a dramatic reading with proper clips. I hate you. I'm gonna lose all my reputation. My reputation is gone.
Yeah, $900. You hold hands with Dermy at Galaxy's Edge.
Now we're pushing it. Now we're pushing it. We're pushing it.
I say do that one. $900. You hold hands with Dermy pretty much all day.
No. I can't. Not all day.
For an hour.
An hour
of recorded time.
An hour. Oh, damn it.
We'll duct tape your hands together so if you guys have to piss, you have to go together.
$900 I hold Dermy, and Dermy has to be wearing merch too.
Yes.
We have to be a pair.
Fair.
Okay. All right.
And you're cosplaying as typical Disney Star Wars fans.
Oh, okay, there it is. $900. Adam and Dermy hold hands.
This is paying for the trip.
Could we do it for 30 minutes? Can we just do it for 30 minutes? Does it have to be
Ask the chat.
Chat, is 30 minutes okay? Can we just do it for 30 minutes? I can't see the chat because I have the banner up right now. Oh, no, it's still okay. Is 30 minutes okay? I mean, that's an hour. I mean, what if we have to go to the bathroom? I mean, come on.
You go together.
No.
Pee beforehand.
30 minutes. Come on, cut me some slack here. I'm being a good sport. Cut me some slack here. 30. All right, Dom says 30 minutes. Okay, Dom says 30 minutes is good. I accept that. Dom has contributed enough money today. Dom says 30 minutes is fine. Some of the $900, you get to make content out of this too. There's your payment. All right. You get to share in the content. That's your payment.
You have to hold hands with Dermy during the movie.
Nobody could see that though.
That's true.
Nobody could see that. Nobody can see that. Nobody can see that. All right, so $9. Hold hands with Dermy for 30 minutes as Disney stands. Okay.
This will be the greatest day of my life. I know I just got married, and I'm fully aware of that. The slave outfit.
No. We are not doing. No. There is a limit. We will debase ourselves only so much. There is a limit. We're not doing that. No. Okay. I mean,
Dermy, you degenerate fuck.
All right. We're all right. You know, Thunderbolts is done. It's crap. MC. All right. Baby Steps is going to be bad. All right. Let's talk the end credit scene. Jed, do you know what the end credit scene is?
Not specifically. I know it has something to do with the Fantastic Four. I've seen
I'll tell you
a couple pictures of it.
All right. I'll tell you. I watched it on Twitter yesterday. Somebody put it up just to roll into how bad and the story we've now heard connected to this. That's why this is important. So the end credit scene for Thunderbolts it's 14 months later after the events of the movie. They're in Avengers Tower. They're the new Avengers. The world doesn't like it. Sam is suing them for the rights to be called the Avengers.
As in Sam Wilson?
Yes.
They're fighting? Oh, my God.
He's suing them. And they ask Bucky, you know him, why don't you fix it? I tried. It didn't go well.
That's just awful.
And you give $20 for me and Dermy being gay, I assume. Or is it this?
Mhm.
It goes both ways. This is gay, and Dermy and I will be gay as cosplaying stands. Thank you for $20. So they do that, and then it's basically Yelena looking like an incompetent leader with Bucky telling her how to do shit, and they're talking about, and here comes Red Guardian wearing their horrible merch saying we can all match and this and that, and then there's a disturbance in space, and it's the Fantastic Four ship, and then they show it, and the theme from the movie plays. And there's your lead into Fantastic Four. Now, we already knew that Baby Steps was going to end in failure. They're going to lose to Galactus and probably lose their entire universe for whatever. But I think that's pretty dumb to do this like this. And what we have heard now, the director came out and said a couple of days ago that he was there, but he didn't shoot this scene. Somebody else did, maybe the Russos, and it was shot at the last minute, like a couple of months ago before the movie came out.
Yeah.
They literally tacked this on at the end as part of what is now the ramp up for Baby Steps promotion.
Well, it is the start of a new phase now. This was the end of phase 5, so...
Who's counting anymore? Who's counting anymore?
What was the point of phases 4 and 5?
Well, the multiverse saga of phase 4 is completely irrelevant.
It meant nothing. I miss when phases actually did something. Like phase 1, introductions. Phase 2, setup. Phase 3, payoff. Like it was very clearly cut out.
Wow, it's like a 3-act movie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So this whole Thunderbolts thing is leading to Baby Steps. Baby Steps is going to be a complete and utter disaster. And I can't wait for it. Because I didn't watch Thunderbolts. I have enough of me, one more in me for one more MC movie this year, and it's Baby Steps, which is more important than Thunderbolts. Because after Baby Steps, actually between Baby Steps, I got Riri Williams, and you'll have Vision Quest, and then Doomsday. That's it. Is it referring to Doomsday? Either way, it's bad. It's bad. It's tacked on hackneyed writing crap. So Thunderbolts is doomed. Baby Steps is doomed. The MCU is bad. And we're just going to watch it. But the people saying it's great, I think they're the same old people. We don't listen to them at all. But there's one other thing. So we talked about the MCU is doing bad. And I want to tack this on since we are talking Star Wars today real quick. Jed, how often do we have to criticize these retards, the stands, who don't understand how analysis metrics work, who don't understand how anything works when it comes to actually telling the truth, especially when it comes to the fact that there is no way to tell how much money Disney Plus is making, right?
I don't think we've ever done that.
No, there's never been a way to do that. Well,
no. I mean, we've never called out anyone for that.
Yeah. So no, never at all. So there is a little thing came out the other day of the let's just say Andor buzz. The Andor buzz. You notice how this week, I just want to say, notice how this week the buzz around Andor all but died? Without controversy to spark a discussion topic, the discussion has been like this much. The stands are still wetting themselves, and I've been actually trying to troll them more often than I have been in the past weeks this week. But there was this little bit, and we're going first to good old Star Wars Holocron, shilliest of the shills, quoting a rap article, which we can't even read because they paywalled it. Andor has made over $300 million in subscriber revenue for Disney Plus, and Andor season 1, they say specifically, that's years ago already. Because right here, look, I believe it says right here, Andor overall, I guess, I don't know. But they say right here, a Parrot Analytics streaming economic system calculates that Star Wars show drives more revenue than Ahsoka.
Well, I can believe that it drove more revenue than Ahsoka. But yeah, do you know how many subscribers you would need to be added to the platform? That's the problem with streaming services, is you're mainly marketing to people who have already paid and will continue to pay whether or not the show is good. And so the shows are irrelevant. You have to really see a drop in subscribers. Like Disney Plus, they never had the subscribers, but Netflix has enough subscribers that it can keep making expensive shit shows and it not make any difference. But there is very little direct link between money and a show. You might see a little bit of a jump when a show comes out, a minuscule one, but most people who already want to see the movie already are subscribed to the platform. It's irrelevant. So yeah, the idea that you need $300 million in subscriber revenue, to explain that, you need, just doing quick math here, I don't know, 500,000 new subscribers to Disney Plus because of Andor. You'd never be able to verify that to begin with.
Disney Plus is more than just Disney Star Wars. As much as we will shit on it, it does have a content library. It has a lot of stuff on there that people do watch, that are subscribed to it. They don't just subscribe to it. So there is no way Parrot Analytics, which is a clown show with junk science. We could say that, right? Parrot Analytics uses junk science to make their reports. There is no way you can calculate that without looking at Disney's balance sheets, and we know nobody's getting a look at that ever, because Disney Plus is a black hole. How can Andor or anything Disney Plus make money when you're not actually selling anything once you get the subscription on there? It's not like you're buying additional anything there. Once you have the sub, it's not generating extra money. It's just that one flat rate. And Disney Plus is not raking in the subscribers. It isn't. It's a failed streaming service.
Yeah, it's never made money.
No, never has.
That's why they use the word revenue here and not profit, because Disney, anything on Disney Plus will never make profit.
That's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. And guess what? Disney Star Wars hasn't made profit. We know this. It has not made profit. It hasn't paid back the $4 billion that George got. It hasn't done that. So I just wanted to bring this up because we look at Andor. Let's talk about Andor's so-called success. Remember last week with the controversy and everything involved with that? Samba has it at only 1.2 million households watched it over 6 days.
6 days, huh? Keep
6 days.
Moving the goalposts, huh?
But 6 days. You realize that's basically only 200,000 people a day. Let's just break it down
on average, yeah.
On average. Watch this show. Jed, Shooty Who does better than that? Overnights on BBC.
On the BBC, yeah, in the UK, 100%. The overnights for the episode last night are higher than this.
Oh, much higher?
Well, do you want to get a live reaction to it?
In 2 seconds. Let's look at that in a second. So I wanted to bring this up because because Samba says in its thing right here, it's been almost 3 years. 3 years to make 12 episodes of crap. That's how long it took them to make this. 3 years. Or 2 years, whatever. It's been almost 3 years, but Andor fans are loyal as ever with a similar premiere as season 1. Season 1 was, okay, let's check it out. Season 2, they didn't. What does that show you, Jed? They didn't add anybody. If it's the same people that showed up last time, they didn't add anybody. But then here it is, Samba. Now they changed their graphics for their top 10 of the week. Andor came in, but at the very bottom for a 3-episode premiere.
I don't recognize most of the shit on this list. Like Ransom Canyon, I've never heard of.
Yeah, me neither.
I've heard of Conclave and The Handmaid's Tale and Black Mirror.
And Last of Us.
The bottom half.
Yeah, we know Last of Us.
Is that on the actual list?
Number 1, look at the top. Look at it.
Oh, okay. That's how they rearranged it. I was looking. Yeah. Okay, I see what they're doing here. I was looking at Rasman Canyon as the number 1. Okay, so
and even Last of Us being number 1 on Samba, just as a side note, apparently people are abandoning that show in droves after a Joel in 1 last time.
Yeah, as much as I despise that show's existence, the majority of the fans were interested in Joel as a character, and if they didn't know the game, they'd be surprised to see that Ellie's the main character now. And
so is Abby. And so is Abby.
Yeah. See, they cast the great Ellie as Abby. That's how out of touch they are. Because I actually like that actress, the one playing Abby. I've seen her in like Last Man Standing. She's a good actress, and I think she would have done a good job. Maybe a little too old for Ellie, but still much better choice than Downsy McGee.
Bella Downsy.
Bella Downsy, that's good.
Bella Downsy. But here's the point. So Andor came in on its premiere, which is the most you're probably going to get, considering it's not like last time. I don't think they're going to gain viewers. Maybe they might get a little more next week for this one, for episodes 3, 4 through 6, because controversy might have bred some interest to see if anything controversial happened next time. So it might rise a couple of spots from the 28th to this week, but I don't to last week. But I don't think it'll be much, and then it's going to drop off because like what's what Disney Star Wars does? It drops off. So I don't have to shill yet, guys. I don't got to shill yet. I got a year before I got to do that. So there it is. I just wanted to bring that up, just kind of counter narrative some of the Andor bullshit that's going on out there. Anyway, all right. Check in before we go to our discussion topic next. Where are we on the
Doctor Who ratings?
On the Doctor Who ratings.
So a couple weeks ago, we saw the lowest rating for Doctor Who of all time, the lowest overnight rating for episode 2 at 1.58 million views overnight. And last week's episode got up a little bit. Now, where do you think this is? Do you think this is a bump from episode 3?
Overnights for what was the last one?
Episode 3. That was
what was it called?
It's so bad.
The Well. The Well. It was a 1.8, right? That was what was that? 1.8 was that?
Yep, 1.8.
I'm gonna say 1.6.
1.6. So you think it dipped down, but hasn't beat the lowest of all time?
Yeah, because no Shooty Who, no problem. No Shooty, no problem for this week.
Well, we have a new lowest overnight rated episode of all time for Doctor Who at 1.5 million overnight views.
I've never been so happy to be wrong.
To clarify, chat, every single one of these overnight viewerships for all 4 of these episodes could be the lowest rated episode of all time compared to any previous episode. These are the 4 lowest rated episodes in all of Doctor Who in a row. It's got exclusive rights on it.
We'll talk about this more tomorrow night on Who Cares Reviews. But Jed, weren't all the shills last week trying to tell us, including people that came on our stream last week, that The Well was one of the best episodes ever? We're back, baby. Wasn't that?
There were a lot of people who were saying stuff like that, and if that were true, you'd see a spike in viewership the next week. Especially with no Shooty in the next episode, you'd think there'd be a bump.
He wasn't in there. I mean, Jay, you confirm it. He's in there like total of 5 minutes.
At the very beginning and the very end, and he does nothing.
Yep, and
except say you're a sad white man who dies alone. That's all he contributes.
Tomorrow night, we'll talk about tomorrow. There's a lot to unpack in the final minutes there. There is a lot to unpack. So we're going to have a good discussion tomorrow night. Me, Jed, and Dermy about Doctor Who, Shooty Who, Season 2, Episode 4, Lucky Day. Lucky Day. I don't understand that title right now.
Because the doctor said it was his lucky day at the beginning when he gave him the 50p coin.
There you go.
It's his lucky day because as a kid, a strange gay man gave him 50 pence.
That's lame. That's pathetic and lame. Okay. Next topic, discussion topic. So where are we on my punishment right now? Where are we on
we are sitting at $725.
$725. So
you want to check Stream Elements?
Check Stream Elements. Nope, nothing on Stream Elements. So let's review. So at $800, just for a recap of what we're doing to me now. This is plans for future. Because today is Star Wars Day. No, it isn't. It's not. I've already done my clips of that, and I will put those out. I'll make those available to everybody later today, and they'll be in the clip reel next week, as promised.
On Twitter and YouTube? You put them out on both?
Someone else is going to have to upload to Twitter because I don't. The second one, I don't have it because I'm not a blue check mark. I don't know if I have enough. If I'm allowed to put that long a clip up, so someone else will have to upload that one. But it'll be made available. It's made for the memes and the roasting.
You should put them up as YouTube Shorts.
I have to figure. I'm never good at doing that. I have to figure out how to do that. I tried and it never works. Yeah, but God. I'm gonna get Disney stands coming to my channel thinking I like this,
which will drum up engagement.
I hate this.
I did send you something earlier.
My reputation is ruined. What? And where is it? The DMs?
Yeah.
I accidentally closed Twitter. Have you betrayed me too now? Have you betrayed me too?
Well, I didn't say I had a Baby Yoda wallpaper Eves.
You're dead. You're dead to me. All right, look at what she has shared. Look at what she's done. Look what she's done. You're dead to me now too. You're dead to me now. Oh, okay. All right. When I make the review, this has to be my background.
It'd be perfect.
Yes.
When I make the review, that has to be my background. Congratulations, you've contributed to killing my soul. Thank you. Dragon Lady, you're fired. Get off the show. Fired. All right. Where are we? Okay, so as we said, in this epic push to painfully destroy me, at $800 right now, that will make me do a positive review, a real positive review of Mandalorian and Grogu, with the caveat that I'm allowed to, a few days later, put out my negative review, because I would have done that anyway. And then at $900, if Dermy is there, that's an if. We're planning this thing. We can't guarantee it, but at some point it would be at least somewhat pawned off to next time Dermy and I are at a meetup together. Is that a fair enough thing?
Yep. Next time you see him, you have to hold his hand. Yeah.
Hold hand 30. Now, if it's at Galaxy's Edge, we're both looking like shills and stands, and we hold hands for 30 minutes, and it's recorded the entire time for posterity. And then if we somehow get to $1,000 today, at a date to be determined later, I will write a chat-influenced, respectful Disney Star Wars fan fiction and do a dramatic reading with proper clips. And that kind of thing would happen on my new show, The Daily Dive. That is where this would happen. It would happen on The Daily Dive, where you guys... And this would be prepaid. You would not have to do anything for that. That's a prepaid segment where you guys don't have to do anything to get in there. It is prepaid, and you will get to influence a respectful Disney Star Wars fan fiction set in any part of its retarded timeline you want. And I'd have to do some research then, because
this would be the most glorious thing. You'd get a whole nother stream of content torturing him for hours additionally.
I know.
That's I really want to see this Disney Star Wars. The dramatic readings, what I'm looking forward to as well, because you got to post that everywhere. The Disney stands will come to you and be like, "Oh my God, this was so great! I'm so glad that you made Chewie gay."
Am I allowed at the end after it looks like I'm over? If they wait 5 seconds, go. Am I allowed to then
no? The whole video has to be genuine. Yeah, on the stream you can do that, but the actual dramatic reading that has to be pure.
Can I at least put in my description a disclaimer that
No. And I think this should be a rule. He has to sexuality swap at least one character, like makes one person gay who wasn't supposed to be gay.
But doesn't that actually is that respectful to Disney Star Wars? Isn't that
well? Yeah, Disney Star Wars would absolutely do that. Randomly make Chewie gay.
I can make like Poe and
yeah, you can canonize that. Yeah, you can canonize that.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God,
that would be the greatest stream of all time.
Well,
you need to schedule that for May 25th this year.
I guess I could do it in 20 days. Yeah. All right. We'll do it. What day is that? Hang on.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a Saturday.
No, it's Sunday. It's a roundtable. Well, we've got a roundtable segment on May 25th. Help Adam write his Disney Star Wars fan fiction. All right, so guys, May 25th, show up. It will be prepaid. If you get the $1,000, it will be prepaid. Where
your decisions can influence the fan fiction. Normal chat.
Well,
might need to do some polls in the chat.
The chat has to decide the era first before I could do anything. They have to decide. I mean, it could be High Republic. It could be Mandoverse. It could be the garbage comic, the butchery era they're doing in the comics between Empire and Jedi. It could be post sequel trilogy. Oh, it could be goddamn Jedi Survivor games. It could be anything.
You got to add in that R2D2 Yoda sex scene from last week.
you had to get your own derangement in there, didn't you?
Oh yeah, no AI, Son of Joxer. That is a rule. No AI.
Oh no, I can write my own thing. I don't need AI to write. Jed can confirm this. I don't need AI to do this. Man, Dre's missing a show, isn't he? Right now,
Mm-hmm.
Dre is missing a show. We're gonna have to. God, imagine trying to fill him in on this next week.
It's gonna be glorious. He's gonna feel like he missed out.
We're gonna get Dreisms like we probably haven't seen before when we retell this next week at the start of the show. Okay, where are we?
A hell of a stream.
Yeah, we're actually on time. You know, we're actually on time despite all this. We're doing fine. All right, let's take a break. Let me check stream elements real quickly here. Okay, we're still fine there. All right, so one more time. Where are we on our totals for
$725?
Right, so $75, $75 more dollars, and I have to do a positive review with no in review negativity of Mandalorian and Grogu after we go see it when we go to Galaxy's Edge, and I am a shill for a day, and a stand shill for a day, and then with the caveat, a few days later, I'm allowed to. Well, the DJ Grom, a few days later, I'm allowed to post my real review.
Yeah, so no sarcasm in the actual one. He has to seem as genuine as possible.
Yeah. Hey, just look at the clips at the beginning of the show. I can pull it off. I can do it. All right, let's have our discussion though. Now we got one more real discussion, and I might put off the video game stuff till next week when Dre's here, because I really do appreciate his input on industry stuff, because Dre gives us a perspective that you and I don't generally have on the inner working. So you know what we'll do? We're going to put off the gaming stuff till next week, because there might be more gaming news on top of it this week. So we're gonna put that off. So next week, guys, we'll talk the Xbox price hike. We'll talk the firings at EA, the cancellation of games. We'll talk GTA 6, and we'll even talk because it's today, the May the 4th crap with Fortnite and all that stuff, and why it works, but it's also terrible. So we're going to do a thing like that next week when Dre's here, because, as I said, Dre's perspective on gaming, because he worked in the industry, is a valuable source when he's talking about it. So I hate to not do it when he's here. So we're gonna take that off. So we're just going to talk James Gunn and Superman 2025. Are we excited for this? I'm going to ask you right now. Are we excited for this?
Not anymore. I mean, I never was, to be fair.
You never were.
Yeah, I never was, but I was open to the possibility that it might be okay for a while. But yeah, now with the rumors that are coming out that have seemingly been confirmed, I don't have a whole lot of interest. I thought it would, of the competition in the superhero realm for the year, be the one that comes out on top. That still might be the case, but at this point, it might be Captain Black, Falcon America. It might be the highest making superhero movie between Marvel and DC, because I don't think Baby Steps is making shit.
Baby Steps is, I've said before, Baby Steps tops out between 400 and 500 million.
So right about in the same range.
Yeah, I think that's where Baby Steps tops out, because it might have a semi-strong start, but it's going to get shat on when it comes up. That's a discussion have later. So right now, with the leaks we got at the beginning of the week. Now, I talked about this on Mellow Mondays with Sam and Devil, but so I'll rehash my points right now. Essentially, what we learned was that James Gunn is making YouTubers the villain, because Lex Luthor is making Superman sad by hashtagging him to death online and social media. That's what's happening.
This is a very RTD move.
Very. And we talked about this all, so we're not gonna go into why this is bad for the movie. That I've already had that discussion, and we're past that. I'm asking this right now. At this point, with everything we know, I'm talking the cast, what little, and we know, Jed, what do we know of this story really?
Not a whole lot. I don't know a whole lot.
Yeah, we know that Superman is sad because of online social media hate. He's super shit. Hashtag super shit. That's being memed in many ways right now. Then at the same time, he's got to deal with fake Justice League. He's getting in fights with Ultraman for reasons that we think Ultraman is a possible Bizarro being controlled by Lex Luthor. And there's a kaiju. And at some point in the movie, there's a giant space eyeball shooting up the city while he's getting hugs from Lois. And Crypto, he's going to get beat up, and Crypto's going to pull him to the Fortress of Solitude, where quippy robots are going to put him back together. That's what we know of this movie.
Sounds like shit.
Now, I'm not claiming that we need to know every aspect of what's going on here. I'm not claiming that. I don't need the trailer. I don't need a synopsis to tell me everything. But I'd like to know what the main idea of this movie is. You know, once upon a time, we knew Superman is fighting to save the day, but here comes Lex Luthor. He's trying to damage his reputation by bringing together a fake League of Heroes and a bunch of extra villains to make his day bad. You know, that kind of shit. We don't even have that, do we?
Not that I'm aware of.
We have one crappy trailer. We have two semi-mini clip trailers, which makes him look like wide-eyed while he's flying through icebergs, and then Crypto being a bad dog and yoinking him to the Fortress of Solitude. So we don't know anything about this movie. We don't know the story, so you add that in. You add in this cluster F of a cast. It's a bloated cast, right?
It's way too big for the start of a cinematic universe and of a one of the biggest character in DC, I'd say, at least arguably top two.
Batman, yeah. Batman.
Yeah, arguably in top three superheroes all across the board, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Batman, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman.
Yeah. So just a massive character starting out a new cinematic universe, and you're adding in all these distractions from him. It's a recipe for failure. Marvel had it right. They started out with the best character they could start with, Iron Man, and they just focused on him. Yeah, they had little Easter eggs to other characters, but it's not like the Avengers was already formed and it's like, hey, here's these 20 other characters you've never met and we want you to care about for some reason. And yeah, it didn't start with the second, third tier versions of these characters. It's not like Iron Man started and Sam Wilson's Captain America showed up and said, hey, what you doing, Iron Man? You shouldn't be doing this. It's asinine. I really believe that all these decisions, everything I hear about this movie, with the exception of Cornswallow's casting, it's fine, I guess. I don't have anything necessarily against it at this point.
I mean, the casting... I have not been a fan of the casting overall. I have found it to be a little weak here and there. But I felt like, at least for some of the looks they've been trying with the casting. And
I hate his suit.
Oh, yeah, the suit is a disaster. It's a complete disaster. But point is, you add all these problems we have with sad Superman again. What happened to Hope? No, we got sad Superman, which the leaks now tell us he's sad because of online trolling, Jed. My own friends have been trolling me all day today. All right. Am I super sad? No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm dying inside, but I don't let it show. I'm dying inside, but I don't let it show. But this movie is a disaster waiting to happen. So with all the evidence piled up, now there are people out there who have trust, or at least a little hope and faith left that there might be something in this. But I'm going to ask you, yeah, Jay Fraser, we heard they canceled the Stars of Rock movie. They canceled that because I think they know they've got a problem with this movie and it's going to sink the DCU. And I ask you this question now. Do we have any reason to trust that James Gunn can pull this off, make a Superman movie?
I don't whatsoever. And even when he was initially announced, I liked the idea of an actual creative person being in charge of a cinematic universe. That part I did like, but I started to lose faith in him the moment he announced that he would himself be directing Superman. Because as much as I respect a lot of James Gunn's other work, it's all in the same vein, is irreverent comedy is kind of his way to go. And that's perfect for Guardians of the Galaxy. Love the Guardians of the Galaxy films, especially the first one. But that style, his style that I've never seen him be able to really contradict or do something different, doesn't work for Superman. I don't know if any director these days has a style that would lend itself to Superman or be allowed to give that style to Superman. Because we don't need dark and gritty like Man of Steel. Zack Snyder was a terrible choice, especially in the writing. Visuals were fine. I think Zack Snyder's a great visual director, but he should never touch a script ever again in his entire life.
I agree.
But I don't want dark and gritty Superman. I want Americano. I want someone who just goes, hope. And the whole film is about hope. And they tried to do that with this one, but with everything we hear about it, it's superficial marketing that it's about hope. So I don't know if anyone could do Superman. Honestly, be allowed to do Superman, even if their style lended itself to the style of Superman. But yeah, James Gunn was the wrong person to direct Superman. And I know he helped a lot with the overall plan over at Marvel, especially in Phase 3. So he might be a good big picture guy, but he should have recused himself from this film. That's the moment I lost hope for him.
Yeah, because like you said, he doesn't have it in him. James Gunn is not a genuine person. He is a quirky weirdo who might be something more based upon his past actions. He doesn't have that hope that you just talked about in him. I don't think he does. Because you look at this. What I see here is, like you said it perfectly a few minutes ago, this is RTD. This is Russell T. Davies being pissy at fans for rejecting him and how he is now. And go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, which of all people shouldn't be James Gunn when Marvel was firing him, when everyone was saying bad shit about him? His fans were the ones who carried him through and kept his reputation good enough that he could do Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and go on to DC. The fans should be the last people that James Gunn especially should be attacking.
Yeah,
it's disingenuous. Like it feels like a betrayal. I was never one who was out there championing for him, but if I had been, I'd feel betrayed by him. Honestly, the people that kept his career alive when a shitstorm was coming down upon him are the first people he attacks.
Yep. And listen, I'm not going to call myself a mega James Gunn fan. I wasn't defending him either, but I wasn't canceling him. Then. And when it was announced that he was going to be the head, along with that other dude, the head of the DCU, the evidence is out there, videos, streams, there's receipts. I thought as a studio head, it was a good move because James Gunn does know how to make movies. He is a creative individual. He knows how to write. He understands the creative process. He knows how to get the best out of actors and actresses. He knows how a movie needs to be made. He knows how, if he's not the one directing it, to step back and not note a director to death. He understands this shit. So I thought from that angle, man, this is a good choice. He does like comics. He does like superheroes. And he'll understand how to do this. But then it was announced he was doing this Superman movie. Then he fired Henry Cavill, who deserved one more chance to be Superman with a good script. He did that stuff, and I thought right away, no, that was the first red flag for me. Those two red flags: fire Henry Cavill, and he says, "I'm going to write the Superman movie." And I thought, no, you don't have that kind of faith and hope and goodness in you. You're quirky, you're weird, and also you write ensemble movies. That is what James Gunn does. James Gunn does ensemble movies. And what does this movie look like, Jed?
It's an ensemble movie.
Yeah.
It's what is the Guy Gardner team called? Is it the Justice Society?
The Justice Society of, I don't know, something.
I think they're the Justice Society. I might be thinking of Black Adam, but they're not the Justice League. I know that.
No, they're not the League. We're making fun of them, calling them like bad Justice League. That's me being mean.
The movie should be called Justice Society, from what it sounds like.
And we've got characters, and here's the thing also. Sam and Devil and I talked about this beginning of the week. You've got characters in this that make no sense at this point. Even though this is a living-in world that's been going for a while, because this is Superman into his career. Clark has been Superman for a while. You've got Guy Gardner, the most hated Green Lantern in DC history, out of a human Green Lantern. And we do have a Hal Jordan and a Jon Stewart in the DCU, but they're off in a TV show that is filming right now, or maybe it's done filming.
Well, and Hal Jordan's past his prime.
Yeah, it's going to be a handover show to Jon Stewart. Now, that's not a horrible thing because Jon Stewart is a badass. My second favorite Green Lantern after Hal Jordan. But or sometimes my first, depending on what my mood I'm in. I love Jon Stewart. Point is, though, you've got the two most popular Green Lanterns, and I think that's a fair statement to make. Hal and John are most popular. You've got them off on a show separated from all of this without doing space shit. They're doing a true detective show on Earth. Jed, a Green Lantern covers an entire sector of the galaxy. Space cop. Green Lanterns are space cops. And you've got 3 humans. They're all on freaking Earth right now. How is not at least one of them out there doing their job in the galaxy? So it boggles my mind. So you got that. You've got Hawkgirl, and it's Shiera Hall. But which Shiera Hall is it? Is it reincarnated, or is it Thanagarian? From the look of it, from the beating she's going to take, it's reincarnation, which makes her D-Team. Reincarnated Shiera Hall is D-Team. And if it's reincarnated Shiera Hall, where is Carter Hall? When it's the reincarnation aspect, they have to be paired together because they're locked into the cycle of reincarnation from ancient Egypt. If it's Thanagarian Shiera Hall, that's alien coming to Earth. Don't necessarily need Hawkman. Hawkgirl on her own is just fine, as Bruce Timm, Paul Dini verse showed us. That works okay on its own. And then you could go the route of John and Shiera having a romance. That fun. I love that. That's such a good romantic arc, relationship arc. I love it. Good DC when it was good. Point is, you've got this stuff going on right now. And where's the hype? We should be excited for this. No, you've got too many freaking superheroes. Then they're going to toss in Metamorpho. Is it villain Metamorpho or is it hero Metamorpho? If it's hero Metamorpho, we're skipping over his villain arc. Then we've got Lex Luthor. We've got Ultraman, probably Bizarro. Rumor has it Millie Alcock's going to show up as Supergirl at the end of the movie too. She just finished her shots with Jason Momoa as Lobo. They just finished her movie doing that. That's going in the can. We got Lois Lane. We got Race Swap Perry White. We do have a ginger Jimmy Olsen, so good on that.
Yeah.
But how many people have I just listed off of this movie? When all I needed was Clark Kent, Kal-El, Superman. We didn't, and I'm going to throw Bug a bone because he's one of the only guys that has faith left in this. But Bug said he would have been happy as a hardcore Superman fan with a villain or his partial villain. Like throw Toyman in there, throw Superman, throw other Superman villains in there. Don't give us Lex Luthor. Don't go to Bizarro right away as a fake Ultraman. Don't do any of that. Give us some of Superman's unique villains. Give me Toyman. I mean, I shit on Bug when he says that, but it's a fair argument to make. Give me Toyman. Give me Metallo. Give me Parasite.
An obscure one.
Yeah. Do Livewire. Do Killer Frost. Do the characters that have crossed his path as their own team-ups like that. Do that shit. We don't need Zod again. We don't need Lex Luthor again. We definitely don't need to go Doomsday right away again. And even though I would love it, this is what I want. Mongol. I want Warworld. That's what I want. But I know that's too quick and too soon. And we don't need Brainiac. That's too quick and too soon. Why didn't you know what they should have done? They should have put Momoa, Lobo, and Supergirl. Should have had Momoa, Lobo in this movie. That would have been good. If it's just a simple Clark and Lobo for a fight for literally 3/4 of the movie, tearing up Metropolis, and then something they're forced to, then Lobo, like maybe Lobo's contract gets reneged and something worse comes along, then they got to team up at the end. Jed, that sounds way more interesting than what we got right now.
Oh, yeah, significantly better and much more tight focus. We need a tight focus to introduce into a universe. This is overwhelming for people. Franchises are so bloated these days. Imagine someone coming in to watch Thunderbolts, never seen a Marvel movie. They'd never be able to get into it because it would be so overwhelming. With entries into cinematic universes, you need a tight focus, build it slowly, say, hey, let's just focus on one character. You don't need to worry about anybody else. Don't think about any other movie. Just focus on Superman Once you're familiar with him, we'll do another movie focused on somebody else. And once you have the foundations for him, we can do these big crossover movies like The Avengers or Captain America 3, where everyone has the foundation. We know these characters. We love these characters. And in their small scenes, we already know why they're making the decisions that they're making. And we were able to gradually build up to that point. This is just... I think the best word for it is overwhelming. Even if it's written well, the average person's not going to know the deep lore about Hawk Girl or Guy Gardner or anything like that, and they'll just glaze over, honestly, watching the movie, being like, am I supposed to know these people? Am I supposed to care? Are these good people? And is this connecting to something? Am I missing something else? I feel like there's other movies I should have seen first. You need a narrow focus, and Lobo versus Superman, and with, Lois Lane and maybe a couple Daily Planet people. That's it.
I just altered my thing. Somehow Lex gets a galactic thing. He gets a whole some sort of galactic computer where he can put a hit out on Superman, and Lobo takes the contract. Because Lobo's a bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bounty hunter. Then you could get Lex in there without Lex being too much. And then that works. There it is. It's a very simple. Is that simple enough for you, Jed? Lex Luger uses an intergalactic transmission to put a bounty out on Superman. And Lobo answers it, and Lobo comes to Earth, and we get knockdown, drag-out fight with some good story in there where Clark is trying to understand Lobo, trying to convince him not to do this. But Lobo, the main man, doesn't want to hear that because Lobo's all about the money. Lobo doesn't give a shit. But then as soon as something goes wrong and maybe Lex decides to renege on the bounty, as soon as, and that's lore accurate Lobo. As soon as the bounty goes away, if he's not getting paid, Lobo don't give a shit. Then Lobo stops. Lobo goes his own way. I mean, there's a nice, simple story in there, and then maybe something bigger at the end happens, and they have to fight together. We get a mini team up, and we fight something cool at the end. That doesn't need to be a big bad, just something big and nasty that happened. Well, like maybe they're fighting, takes them over near Star Labs, and they're working on some bad interdimensional portal, and there's a tear, and something big and nasty comes through, and they fight the team up to beat it. Simple, so simple. And then look what you've done. Then you've set up Superman. You set up Superman's surrounding characters, Lois Lane, Jimmy, all that kind of stuff. You set up Lex Luthor without him being annoying and too much on screen, and then you've set up Lobo in an interesting way, and then you move on. No connected to anything else. Didn't have to do anything else. A nice contained movie where you drop some characters in that can be moved on. That is, how easy would that have been, Jed? We just came up with this in the past 5 minutes.
Oh, writing a Superman movie should be easy. Honestly, it should be a pretty straightforward film. Don't need a whole lot of complexity. Just focus on the spirit of Americana, and you can write this in a weekend. Like, we could legitimately have written a better movie in a weekend.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
Yeah, because you don't need to make Superman overly complicated. Superman doesn't need to go through growth arcs. He's Superman. Outside of an origin where he's coming to terms with himself, which they've done too many times already. Once Clark is an experienced superhero, once he is Superman, the only story you need to tell is maybe how much is he holding back sometimes. How much is he holding back? Maybe he's trying to fit in. Maybe have a little bit of a work-life balance, being Clark, being Superman. Maybe there's a little turmoil where Lois is getting tired of Superman taking up all the time. She wants more Clark on the Superman. That could be a little subplot context story in there, which would work. Which isn't that's not complicated either. That's basic bitch storytelling writing. But no, I'm James Gunn. I'm gonna zip it. I'm gonna pissle over everything and throw shit on there and say, oh look, look what I've concocted. Aren't I great? I'm bringing in quirky shit. Because that's what I do. I'm James Gunn. Look, it's a giant team up, all this stuff. I'm James Gunn. Look, here comes. We saw it in the robots. The James Gunn humor is there. It's going to be there, and it's going to smack you in the face. And you go, dude, don't smack me in the face like that. I'm going to punch you. That's what it's going to be. And I think that's what we're going to get. And what it's going to end up being, I think it's going to, It's going to be a mess, but it's going to do better than Baby Steps. That's what I think. But if Static is still here, dinosaurs win. Dinosaurs still win because, Jed, we have, outside of the announcement of that trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, have we heard a single controversial thing about Jurassic World Rebirth in the past 3 months?
No, not really. I mean,
No.
people watch the trailer and be like, yeah, this looks dumb, but that's not controversy. That's the closest thing.
And that is meaningless because dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Very easy to wrap your head around, very easy to climb that hill. Dinosaurs. Go watch it. So it's and so there it is. I think we've made a good case why James Gunn is not to be trusted. We in this little part right here, we have written a tighter, more succinct, more understandable Superman story than possibly what he's going to crap out in 2 months, 2.5 months. All right, there it is. I've said. Anybody want to add anything? I think we've made it pretty. I think we've made our case, have we? We made our case.
Yeah.
No. All right, I think we're done. All right. Oh shit. Wrong button. You just wrong button. I was hovering over the remove thing and I shifted it slightly and it hit you. So there we go. Yeah, you sort of deserve that too. You did sort of deserve
What did I do? I made you a shit ton of money. I've paid the price.
I still don't trust you. Anyway, all right. So there we go. We are going to push off the gaming segment until next week when Dre is here. All right, so there we go. I guess that unless we have anything else in this, because I'm out of stuff. I didn't even, you know what? Know how bad I am? I didn't even. I did. Yeah. So we'll save that for later. Let me bookmark all of these so I don't lose them. Because I think I deleted my bookmarks earlier. There we go. Okay, great. So that's discussion for next week. So there we go. Unless we have anything else, we'll end a little bit early because we took a segment out. So let's just do a little recap of what happened today. All my friends betrayed me, and have since tried to buy their forgiveness back into my heart. They've tried to buy their forgiveness by generously donating to make me suffer in the future. So let's review what we've done here. Per the stated stuff right here, we have crossed several thresholds of donations before YouTube takes their cut to make me on May 25th, 2026. We are now going to try and build this up around a meetup, I guess. We're going to try and build a meetup around this because it's an event where Jed, myself, and several others, we're going to go to Disney World. I'm going to go to Galaxy's Edge. I'm going to be all decked up in Disney Star Wars merch for the entire day, as long as I'm on camera. That's fair. As long as I'm on camera, I have to be a positive Disney stand shill.
Then we'll record you the whole time.
I can look miserable, but from let's just say from like 9 to 5, like a work day, from 9 to 5, essentially, something like that. I have to be a positive voice for Disney Star Wars with whatever merch y'all buy and paint on my body. We have also crossed the threshold where we are going to go watch The Mandalorian and Grogu at a Disney theater, likely with Disney shills around us and stands who are going to be actually excited for this. And I have to pretend to be excited too. If one of them talks to me, I have to pretend that I love it because I'll probably be recorded doing it. And per the calculations of the donations presented to us, Jed, where are we right now?
We are at 725, so you don't have to make a positive review.
No. As the premiere week of the Daily Dive, we're going to run this all week.
We're going to run it all week
as part of the premiere for the daily
I like
dive.
it. I would need this the fan fiction from you, so I like it. Run it for a whole week.
And so that means all and for those who might have been coming in late to the show now, I have announced I have a new show starting this week, a new stream. It's a daily, weekly stream every day, 5 days a week, 1 p.m. Eastern on this channel. New show called The Daily Dive, where I will do a little bit of everything. It's a very interactive fan show where you guys can basically, through various means, make me do stuff or contribute to actual fun stuff. As I said before, with the creation of the Daily Dive, I will be bringing back the Star Wars Expanded Universe Book Club. We'll be doing this, and it will be finishing up Champions of the Force this week. We'll be doing this week, but then once a month, I'll be letting you know what book it is, and you guys can read it. And if somebody reads it and wants to be a guest who is a YouTuber, you can come on. You can join me for that segment as we talk about it. Wait. Oh, Gal, you probably hit your limit. You probably hit your limit.
You want to drop to your stream elements?
It is. It's in the. It's at the
pinned?
top. Yes, it's pinned. It's pinned. It's pinned.
So yeah,
Gal,
if you
can do it tomorrow. Gal, you could do it tomorrow. You could do it more tomorrow. Because if you've been super chatting again, I haven't seen it because you might have hit your limit. That's the thing. Let me check over here. Last one I had from Gal was this one, the 50. That's the last one we had. So there is a limit to the day on how much you can do. I don't know what it is because so wait. We're doing this all week, Gal. You can still torture me for the rest of the week. You instigator of this all. You can still do it. So as I said, book club is coming back once a month. We'll be doing that. That's just the example of the segments we're going to have. This week will be this, and we'll do another book for the month too. We're going to do another book for the month. So we get in the rotation of at the end of the month. Other segments, you guys can make me watch horrible shit. I mean, I hate VTubers. I don't hate them. I just don't get it. You guys can make me watch VTubers. You guys can make me cover internet drama that I hate. You guys can do stuff within the realm of pop culture. We kind of want to keep politics out of it. I think that's fair. Keeping politics out of it. We don't want to talk politics.
I think that would be the religion and politics.
Ignoring Twitter. What do you mean I'm ignoring Twitter? I don't pay attention to Twitter while we're doing this. I try not to. What? What am I ignoring? What are we doing? Well, I mean, guys, thank you guys for. If you guys have been pushing on that, that's great. This is why I need somebody to keep track of the Twitter stuff. I can't keep track of the Twitter and run the show at the same time. I can't do that. I'm barely competent on Twitter as it is. What is? Oh no, Sam put one up. Oh no. All right, hang on. Oh, let me find. There's no. It's nothing. I'll have to go to his. Let me go to his thing here.
Sam is in Samuel.
Oh, here. Oh, yeah, Samuel Infamous. Okay, it's. Oh, he put a short together. Okay, hang on. Let me get this. See, this is why this is one of the reasons I need a producer because I one of my failings is keeping track of Twitter. That's one of my failings. I'm not good at it. All right. I was wondering if Sam would get in on this or if he'd save it for tomorrow night, but no. Like all of you, well, listen. I expect this from Sam. For every tentacle he has, they all have a dagger in it. So I'm not surprised. All right, so here Sam has put up a short on his YouTube channel. Samuel the Infamous. He joins me every Monday night for Mellow Mondays. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Stop sharing. That wasn't it. That's what I'm almost.
You're so good at this.
I know. Listen, I'm trying to comprehend everything. Okay, all right. Sam gets in on the fun.
Shout out to the biggest Disney Star Wars fan I know, Adam the Renaissance Nerd, on this most auspicious of days. May the 4th be with you, Adam.
Yeah, fuck you, Sam. Listen, Sam and Devil, they've already betrayed me. I mean, Jed, have you heard what they wouldn't let me do last week?
No, I haven't.
All right, so for Mellow Mondays, I find random 80s, 90s pop culture stuff I put up and say, we can have this, that. And one of the choices was, if you had your 80s, like Monster Buddy, who would it be? And on the list was like Gizmo, Gremlins. You had Harry and the Henderson. You had Falcor, the Luck Dragon from Neverending Story. And a couple other things that, didn't matter. I chose Falcor, the Luck Dragon, because who wouldn't want a Luck Dragon to fly you around? Good choice. See, You understand? He's a luck dragon. He's going to fly you around, and good luck happens. What do you think they turn into? No, now because of Devil and Sam, he's a Chi-Com dragon who shits in my backyard. and is being and because he's a dragon, I'm being hunted by the U.S. military now. I'm not allowed to have nice things. And then at the same time, I put up a picture of the Thunder Tank. This dude, somebody built a Thunder Tank, a Thundercats Thunder Tank. And I said, dude, I want this. Be great. No, Devil says no. I get the Thunder Tank immediately. There's an accident. I'm run over. I'm a paraplegic, and I'm not allowed to drive it anywhere. So and Sam backs him up on it. So I'm denied nice things. So I already get it from them there. And now I expect this from them. They betrayed me multiple times. All I wanted was my Luck Dragon and my Thunder Tank, where I could have cosplayers, big boob cosplayers of Chitara and Pumira riding alongside me as we cruise down the road, driving over losers, because the Thunder Tank is awesome.
That sounds fun.
Playing the Thundercat theme constantly on repeat, blaring as we're going. And I'm waving a Sword of Omens replica going Thundercats ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I'm not allowed to have nice things. I don't have things. Now y'all let me do things. Gizmo, no question. You do realize a Mogwai is going to do nothing because Gizmo's nice, but it's always going to be a problem. The whole after eating midnight thing, it's always going to fuck up, and then there's going to be bad ones. Then they're gonna eat, and they're gonna multiply, and then we've got another gremlins everywhere. But you're a dirty little Dizzy Jawa, so what do you know? Anyway, all right, we're done. We are done. We're gonna so as I said, starting this week, new show, The Daily Dive, every day. I'm locked in every day. If this works, every day, guys. 1 p.m. Eastern, hour or so, hour and a half. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a new type of thing. And yes, I know there are other larger shows up against me, but that's life. It's YouTube. We're going to do it, have fun. Other than that, we still got a week. Let's go over what we got for the week as we say goodbye. All right, Jed, what you got this week?
Well, everyone can find me on YouTube and Kick at Hollywood Scholar. Got Doctor Who Cares reviews and Saturday Night Drive-In this week, which Adam will go into more. But I do want to say everyone needs to watch the Double Ds every weekday because I'm got some behind-the-scenes access. I know some of the stuff that he's planning on doing, even stuff he hasn't talked about yet, and some ideas that are floating out there. It's going to be a hell of a stream. This isn't going to be completely reliant on news. It's going to be a full interactive show, and I think you guys are going to get a lot of entertainment out of it and a lot of interactivity, which isn't something that a whole lot of people of our sphere offer to the level that Adam is planning on, and there's even more streams that he's thinking about doing in the future. This is going to be an exciting year for the Renaissance Dirge channel, so please, everyone support the Double Ds, hold them up for him so that he can give you even more exciting content that he has planned in the future.
That works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. I do it works.
And I will take credit for that. He was going to call it the DDs, and I said no.
No, it meant Double Ds. No, but when I said DDs, that meant Double Ds. It meant Double Ds. We were on the same page from the beginning.
You got to say Double Ds and write Double Ds.
It was shorthand.
I'm on the Double D. I'll be on the Double D tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be all over the Double D. We're going to be all over the Double Ds because that's how we roll. Because Double Ds. There we go. Anyway, all right, Dragon Lady, what you got this week?
Hopefully I should be swimming a couple of times this week, and that should be about it, really.
Okay, I don't know what Dre has planned, but remember, check out Dre, Brutal Planet Comics, and his gaming channel, Double Plays, where he has fun playing Pokemon. Anyway, as for myself, if you haven't checked it out, I've got Shooty Who Season 2, Episode 4 review is up. We've got tonight, I'm doing the usual weekly review or discussion on Wormhole Watch with Brad and Fractured and Hitman, where we're good old-fashioned DS9 stuff. We're almost done with Season 1. We're almost at the end, actually. It's been almost 20 weeks doing this stuff. It's been fun. I love DS9. It's so good. Then tomorrow, it's a day of streaming tomorrow. 1 p.m., the premiere of the Double Ds, the Daily Dive. Then 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got Who Cares Reviews with Jed and Dermy on all our channels. And then at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, or roughly around then, there'll be a little delays depending on how long reviews goes for the next couple of weeks. We've got Mellow Mondays with me, Sam, Devil, and I think our good buddy Drew Outstanding comes back this week. I think he is done with his real world stuff. He was off doing actual cool shit being doing like downhill skiing and stuff like that. He's going to tell us all about it. So I think Drew's back this week, or maybe next week, the latest. So Drew's coming back. It should be a lot of fun tomorrow. It's a day of streaming. And then rest of the week, there'll be games. We're getting real close to me getting my hands on Expedition 33. It's going to arrive. For some reason, it's taking it 3 weeks to get here. I don't know why, but it's going to get here eventually. We're going to stream Expedition 33. I got my copy of Lunar Remastered. It's going to get here in the next couple weeks as well. We got a lot of gaming streams going on there. And then Ballbusters. I don't know what's happening this week on Ballbusters. It'll be painful. I'm sure. I'll hate myself at the end of it. Jed, you still hate yourself from 2 weeks ago?
I do. It takes me a long time to emotionally recover before I can be on another one.
It lingers.
It burns.
Oh, I don't get the burn. I'm smart enough not to get the burn. And then we do have Saturday Night Drive-In this week. In order to, kind of, I don't want to say apologize because we love Joe Rosie. She joined us last week for Clueless. It was a fun one. I still like Clueless, as I said. But to make Jed feel better about having to watch that because I knew you'd hate it, this week, we're going to discuss the only Matrix movie, The Matrix. We're going to talk Matrix this week. It's going to be fun. It's a good movie. A really good movie. So we're talking that. And on top of that, then, of course, next Saturday, it will be Shooty Who Season 2, Episode 5 review. Planet Nigeria, Jed.
Are we ready for... It looks like it's actual Nigeria, though.
I thought it was Planet Nigeria. I know there's a giant spider involved.
There's a giant spider, but they specifically said it was in Lagos. So I think it's on actual Earth in the 80s.
Either way, it's going to be so agenda driven. That episode is going to be so racially oriented.
Even more so than we're used to.
Yeah. So we got that. And then there'll be Chatterday where I might be tagged in to watch Jeremy cry while playing a horror game because he lost his bet with Gal. So I might be, Gal has to decide on that. I don't know. So I may have to tag in for that. And then we'll be right back here for another roundtable where who knows what will happen. I'm sure I have a feeling before the week is over because as we see down here, this is going to continue. This is part of the inaugural week of the Double Ds. I have a feeling that when we get back here next week, because this it's a full week, Monday to Sunday. If we haven't reached it, this will be going there. You guys are going to make me write some bad fan fiction. I have a feeling before the week is out, I'm writing some bad fan fiction.
I need that to happen.
Actually, it's going to be good fan fiction. It's just my soul's going to be in pieces.
It's going to be well written. It's going to be like if they made it, it'd be the best part of Disney.
I'm not writing porn. The caveat: I'm not writing porn. Writing porn. We're not doing.
But it would be the best Disney Star Wars that there is if it actually got made.
Yeah,
because you actually have talent.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Anyway, all right. So we are done for today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. This has been a wild show today. I appreciate it. You have no idea what you've done for me today. Some of you will know, but you have done a great thing. And join me this week. Let's get Double D's off to a great start. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Take it easy, everybody. I can speak. Have a good night or day wherever you may be.